Here with Blaze head coach Danny Stewart after the home loss to the Giants. Coach, your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I mean, there was some good parts and some bad parts. I thought our first period was very good. We put ourselves in a good spot, and Belfast, found another gear, and we unfortunately didn't match it, and allowed them to kind of dictate that period from start to finish, and really dominated us. Reset after the second. We just said, hey, listen, what's happened, but we're still in a hockey game here. We're at home. We go out and win a period, and we get something from the game. So I thought our third was better. We got back to the way we wanted to play, and again, I just feel at times when things don't go our way, we get away from our game, and all of a sudden when you need to simplify things a little bit more and gain lines and get pucks in behind, then we start forcing plays through sticks and skates, and I think in the second there we kind of retreated a little bit and played a little bit safe, and you can't against a team like that. You got to be physical, you got to be aggressive, and they took advantage of that. So unfortunate ending there. The only thing I'll say on it is it appears to have been a goal. You can look at it two ways. Obviously, I'm not by any means blaming the ref. It's just a tough break. Essentially, we've got to have the technology in place to review those plays, and due to the condensation in the rink, it makes it very difficult for that. And it's just one of those. It's going to be a tough one to swallow. These guys will know that we tied the game at the end, but that those types of things happen, and we just got to get our heads up because we got a tough one tomorrow, so we can't hang our heads on this one.
And the nature of how that game ended, 7 seconds left on the clock or whatever it was, and that shot hits the bar or whatever occurred, it distracts a little from the plethora of positives that the Blaze have taken out of this game. The Belfast Giants have beat the Blaze 6-1 and 7-1 in the last month, so to take them to one goal and deserve a point out of their game must be hugely pleasing.
Yeah, and I mean, previous score lines, were very short in a couple of those games, and but we no excuses tonight. Like I said, we played 40 good minutes, and I think the way Belfast is playing right now, that's a very good team over there, arguably the best. And if you're going to beat those teams, you got to get as close to 60 minutes as you possibly can. And we just laid an egg in the second period, and unfortunately that was the difference in the hockey game. And like I said, a bit of bad luck there at the end, but we can't hang our heads. We got a tough one tomorrow. We got to bounce back, reset, and get ready to go tomorrow.
It might have just been because of the Blaze being short on numbers in the last month or so, but where are your thoughts at on the power play at the minute? Because that's kind of slowly been declining.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a part that hasn't been good. There's been times we've had some key guys missing, but that happens. I mean, you need those situations. We've got everyone back now. We had a good week of practice, and I know that's a cliche from coaches. Doesn't always translate to games. But there's no excuse tonight. Our power play just wasn't good. I think there's times on our power play where we tend to get a little bit complacent. I don't know. You gotta take that 2 minutes and have some urgency, and don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from Belfast. There's a reason that they're conceding under 2 goals a game, and their PK's top in the league, and they're a very good team. They've got very good pieces for special teams, and they make it tough on you. But I didn't feel that our compete on the power play was good enough tonight, and it results in that. And face-off was another area that hurt us again tonight. When you can't get the puck to start a power play, you're going back and chasing the game.
Alex Forbes took a big hit in the Fife game last weekend. It looks like he's going to be out long term. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
But young Sam Russell jumped into the lineup again tonight. I know he's a D for Milton Keynes, but he's got the skills to play as a forward, almost a similar skill set to Forbes in the way he skates and moves.
Yeah, well, we're looking at Sam to come in and take some minutes off some guys, and we'll get him as much as we can. Obviously we got to work with MK on that one, and he has the ability to play forward and D, so it does cover Forbesy a little bit there, and we don't expect Forbes to be back anytime soon, and but again, another bump in the road, but we got to find ways. We've come through the illness and the injuries, and we're getting close to a full roster, and we're hopeful that we'll have some good news here early in the week with a new body or two, and we just got to get going now. No more excuses, and we've got enough in that dressing room to make a second half push here and down the stretch, and put ourselves in a good spot for playoffs.